I think that the Bills have finally come to the end of their rope to where Josh Allen can do everything he can to, and this is a big point, save Sean McDermott's job. He just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I think Sean McDermott's a good coach. I'm sure he's going to go on and probably coach someplace else. I think that you've hit the end of your rope with Sean McDermott. It just seems like, okay, well, Josh, what are we going to do? And I know James Cook is good and he had a ton of stuff in that game, but man, it just seems like they just always fall back to what Josh Allen's going to do. Hey, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. And I think he needs a little bit of support because you're wasting the best years of his career. Right, guys, and welcome to another edition of Just a Couple Guys Talking Football. It's the Monday after Week 12. Exciting weekend of football, a lot of close games. Broncos didn't play Tate, but I'm sure you did still enjoy your weekend of football.
It actually was a great weekend, just sitting back, not having a team to ride or die with. So
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it, watching as much as I could. Still a lot of sloppy football, in my opinion. I think there's only one clear team that is kind of running away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, heck, the Texans upset. The Chiefs Colts was a good game. We'll get into that, but yeah. And how about those Bears, man? I mean,
and we're gonna get into them too because I have to profess, my thoughts on all of that. But let's start with that team that you just talked about, though, the Texans beating the Bills last Thursday, 23-19. I think the main thing I took away from this game, Tate, and what I wanted to get was your opinion too. I haven't really seen the Houston defense recently, and to see them play, because I think the Broncos played them 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, 15.
And you kind of mentioned at that point too. You were like, "Hey, this Houston's defense is legit.
It's ridiculously good. It's
really good.
They're coming on, and honestly, Mills, their quarterback, because Stroud didn't play. Like I said, against the Broncos, he did great.
Yeah,
as good as the Broncos D was, but he was completing passes in very tight windows. I'm telling you, I think they got something with him. How long is CJ supposed to be out?
You know what? I don't really know the answer to that. I'm sure that they were aiming for this weekend, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. To me, you kind of like what happened with Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. You roll with the hot hand if you're them right now. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. He's doing really good. They're stingy as hell. I don't know what's up with the Bills either.
And that's a great point and great segue.
They're right now, still a lot of games left. Right now, they are not trending so hot right now. I think they're showing a lot of holes on defense and offense. So, but the Texans defense is legit. They are
legit.
Yes. They're top 1 or 2 defense right now. Because they're on the field the entire game and stuff, but
they're very fast.
They're hitting their stride. The Texans are hitting their stride for sure.
Yeah. The main takeaways I took from this game was, yes, the Houston defense is absolutely legit enough to carry them to the AFC South crown too. I'm not counting them out to win the South, and I'll dive into the Colts later, but I'm not counting them out for the South, especially the way that defense is playing. The run game's working okay. Davis Mills, CJ Stroud, I'm kind of with you. It's like, okay, hot hand, whichever. Yeah, CJ's probably got a higher ceiling a little bit, but if Davis is understanding the system a little bit better because he's a year older in it, maybe that's the way you kind of see it. The main thing is Houston's definitely alive, especially in this murky AFC playoff picture. I think that the Bills have finally come to the end of their rope to where Josh Allen can do everything he can to, and this is a big point, save Sean McDermott's job. He just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I think Sean McDermott's a good coach. I'm sure he's going to go on and probably coach someplace else. I think that you've hit the end of your rope with Sean McDermott. He's not. It just seems like, okay, well, Josh, what are we going to do? And I know James Cook is good and he had a ton of stuff in that game, but man, it just seems like they just always fall back to what Josh Allen's going to do. Hey, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. And I think he needs a little bit of support because you're wasting the best years of his career.
Absolutely. And I guess my question to you is I say you fire him if the rest of the season doesn't go good and they squeak in and then lose wild card game. But what happens if they get to like the AFC Championship and lose again?
I'm sorry to say, if the only thing that I think that could save him at this point, and this is my own personal experience, is winning the Super Bowl.
What about getting to the Super Bowl and losing?
It would be so tough because I'd have to understand all the probably Super Bowl. Just getting to the Super Bowl would probably be enough.
Yeah,
but man, but let's be honest, Tate. I'm gun to your head right now. You're not picking the Bills to come out of the AFC.
I mean, but yeah, I just don't know who the hot commodity is to hire right now. I mean, it was clear Ben Johnson was the hot commodity to hire.
Yeah,
for multiple teams last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. VJ. Broncos D coordinator, but I don't know about that. Like, to me, I guess their weakness right now, it seems that the Bills is their defense. I don't know. I think it's one of those things you got to wait and see. I mean, obviously they're not going to do anything till after the season, but
yeah, I just think, I
think if they could get to the Super Bowl, Sean should save his job.
Yeah.
And it could be one of those things where they get cooking and just some unfortunate things happen and whatever. But yeah, I think his seat should be getting hot right now.
And just because you can't just keep playing subpar. And I know it's like, well, he's a great defensive guy, and their defense seems like it gets torched quite a bit too. Yeah. I just, I'm just not seeing.
He's been around long enough that his fingers are in everything,
Yeah.
So it ride or dies with him.
Well, so. I mean, we beat up on that game enough, but the one thing I was watching that game and I just was like, man, I think that it's coming down to the wire, where the Bills they're hitting the end of the rope that they're going to do with Sean McDermott, and maybe even with that GM, and that's tough to say. But here's the other thing that's a little amazing, and I didn't hear this till the day after. Keon Coleman, their second round wide receiver, was a healthy scratch for the second game in a row. Healthy scratch. That means he is physically able to play the game, folks. And he's a second round pick from a year before, and he's a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
That basically means that he cannot provide anything for them, even at a fifth string wide receiver, to the team. That's pretty shocking. And if that stuff's going on, then why are you guys drafting guys like that? I mean, I know that draft picks always don't work out, but that's what you're going to load up for Josh Allen for his help, a guy that's a healthy scratch. All right, I'm off my soapbox of being up on the Bills. Let's talk about a team that I should be up on the soapbox about, and that's the Chicago Bears. 31-28 victors over Aaron Rodgers-less Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'll be honest with you, folks. I thought even with Aaron Rodgers in there, I thought we were going to beat him. Had a good feeling all week. Tate, did you get a chance to see much of the game? Or
yeah, I did red zone.
Okay, yeah.
Because I had actually the double header in the morning was the Chiefs and Colts, so I had the red zone on, and then I wanted to watch that Chiefs and Colts game.
Yeah, we got to catch you in.
Yeah, I did see quite a bit of the Bears. I knew they were going to win, even if Aaron Rodgers played. I'm with you. I like what everything's going. The Bears, like been saying, they're learning how to win, but they're learning how to win in different ways. That big, the safety by JJ or
TJ Watt basically strip sacked Caleb Williams. That's
but like what I'm saying is a lot of like I was listening to Colin Cowherd's podcast. I forget the other guy who's on it. The other guy brought up a very good point. Is like I think Caleb last year would have probably folded after that, but he continued to fight and everything. I think the Bears got a lot going for him.
Oh yeah.
I think the Steelers they really, speaking of Sean McDermott, but what about Mike Tomlin? See getting hot there. The defense is giving up a lot of points. Their offense, even with Aaron Rodgers, isn't great. Very inconsistent week to week. Still quite a few games left, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This AFC is very tricky right now.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. I think that, number one, I think that the Bears have absolutely found their spot with Ben Johnson. I'll be honest with you, folks. I've been trying to keep myself pretty well level-headed. I'm really starting to drink the Kool-Aid. I even kind of said it to myself. I was like, if they beat the Steelers and they're 8-3, I think we're starting to go. We got to start talking about that. This is for real.
I think you
and
do
this
too.
is for real because I think you only got to probably have 2 more wins and you're in the playoffs. And I'll be honest with you, Caleb had he had that strip sack by T.J. Watt, and you're right. He probably would have folded because he would have kept trying to do all that crazy crap that he usually does. But the main thing that I saw in that game was he kept making some plays that Ben Johnson was doing. He wasn't doing that kind of scramble around a little bit all the time. It works for some teams, but the main thing that I saw him do is, man, he threw a couple bullets on time and on schedule to DJ Moore, to Colston Loveland. And I mean, passes that's why he's got one of the best arms I've ever seen. He really does. Yep. And I mean, Bears fans, it's time. And the one thing I think, Tate, that is kind of struck me, which is I've been a Bears fan that has been waiting for the other shoe to drop all year. And it hasn't dropped. And it's to the point now it's like, okay, yeah, the first half didn't go that well. That's okay. We adjust well at second half, and I'm just going to worry about the second half. That's the person I've become. I don't even know who this person is because that's how well they've been playing in the second half. Yes. Dennis Allen also has to be given a very, very special shout out to come up with a game plan when you have all 3 of your starting linebackers out. Tate, I'm talking about 30% of your total tackles from your team was injured. And not only that, one of the guys who replaced him got injured too. So to work that out and to adjust and to kind of, I mean, the Steelers got shut down in the second half. I know that they scored a touchdown, but they didn't do much in the second half.
I'm telling you, dude, like I said, a few weeks ago, I'm on
you're
the
seeing
Bears
it.
train.
Yeah.
It's very similar with Denver too. I think it's so crazy what Ben Johnson has done in his first year there.
It is really crazy. It's crazy.
I thought they were going to maybe squeak in at the best case scenario.
Yeah,
but I think they're for real. I think they're for real. I mean, and the Packers are inconsistent. The Lions are. Lions they should have lost.
And here's the deal. We still have 2 games against the Packers, 2 games against the Packers, 1 against the Lions. We still control a lot of our own destiny. Yes. Now, let me talk about that other side that you brought up, and that's Mike Tomlin. Do I think that this might be the end for him? I think it might I don't think that they would fire him. That's my idea, because the Pittsburgh Steelers don't fire coaches. Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin is all the 3 coaches that they've ever had, right? So they don't get rid of him. I think it would be more or less if he wants to go. And maybe he wants to, because, man, I think this is a Steelers team that you don't normally see. They're not playing defense that well. They're an offensive team, earlier on in the year.
Mike Tomlin with the Bills?
So this is the thing. I don't know if Mike Tomlin will want to leave to go someplace else. Man, but if you start floating around, I mean, because if you're the Giants, you're calling about Mike Tomlin. If you're the Bills, you're calling. I mean, give me any one of these teams that it's like unhappy with the coach, and you tell me you bring in Mike Tomlin, I think they're going to be happy to say yes. So, I got to see it play out. Steelers aren't dead yet, but man, here's the other deal too. Let's just be honest, and I'm sorry to say, and I didn't think Aaron Rodgers was playing all week. People kept saying, well, he's going to play. He's going to play. I kept going. I'm like, man, I think this is a smokescreen. And it was a smokescreen the whole time that he was going to play. Because he's not playing with a fractured wrist. I mean, come on. You've had a fracture before. You've played football. How are you supposed to protect yourself from falling?
You can't. It's a little different being a quarterback than an offensive lineman. But
well, that's my soapbox for the Bears. But believe me, folks, listen, good. And I'm not even going to tell you this. Listen, the Eagles aren't that freaking good either. I'm not going to say that. I'm not counting them out for this game on Friday. I'm not counting them out. I'm definitely not counting them out.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, we'll get to that, but
yeah.
Yep. I think you should be pumped being a Bears fan, and I think it's time. 8-3 is a good, solid record at this point in the season.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing regression every week. Yeah. You're seeing salty wins, hard fought wins, which is good because that prepares you for the playoffs.
Nice. Okay, so here's another game that we had on Sunday morning. Did not go the way I thought. Tennessee definitely had some garbage time. 30-24 win for Seattle. Seattle, we all thought we'd win. I think we all thought Seattle would cover a lot more. I think the main thing that I take away from this game is Jackson Smith-Njigba is a crazy good wide receiver. And Sam Darnold loves to feed a crazy good wide receiver.
Yep.
Tennessee, whatever. But Seattle's for real. Seattle's for real. They play really well on the road. They play some pretty well at home. I know that they just lost to the Rams, but like you were saying, it looks like the Rams are probably the best team in the NFL right now.
That's what I was saying. That one clear team
one
that
clear
I see
team
right now. Yep.
New England beating Cincinnati. What did you have about that? 26-20.
Close game. I mean, I picked the Patriots. I wanted I wanted the Bengals to win for the Broncos' sake, but Drake May didn't look good. He looked human. But whatever. They won the game. It doesn't matter. Like I said, the Bengals, I don't think a lot of people are taking serious. I think they're not god awful. But they're a professional team. So a lot closer than I thought. And I was at one point, I'm like, please, Bengals, pull this out.
Yeah.
But no, it's they got the win. They got the dub.
I think to your point, New England goes down by I think they were down by 14, right? 14-0. Patriots last year lose that game after that.
Oh yeah.
Vrabel's got these guys believing in a whole different way.
Mm-hmm.
Tough
That's what
defense.
I said. I love Vrabel so much. I wish he was a head coach somewhere else because
Yeah.
Here we go with the Patriots being good
again. Patriots, exactly. But listen, I mean, the main thing Cincinnati. I don't know what to get from him week to week. I guess Joe Burrow might be coming back this week, or that's what he's saying. We'll see. Surprising one was the Giants playing the Detroit Lions really tough. The Lions had to fight back in this one, 34-27, overtime.
I'm telling you, they're a different team with Jameis Winston in there. I've been pounding my fist on the table all year of obviously you start Jackson Dart, he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you put in Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston should have been the backup. Period. And it's showing they're much better. I mean, I know they're not winning really, but they look way better with Jameis than Russell. Yes, very. I mean, went to overtime.
Just can't finish a game, man. The Giants can't finish a game.
It doesn't matter who their head coach is.
Kafka, Dayball, doesn't matter.
Yep. I honestly think they should have started Jameis at the beginning of the year over Russell. I was saying it all year.
Hey, Jameis just goes out there to have some fun and play some football.
He's going to make a mistake or two.
He's catching passes.
I think he's a heck of a backup, man. I would take him here as a backup any day of the week. So
yeah, and it's funny too because he's just if you see him he's a positive energy guy on that sideline. I know he's wacky, but I mean you'd rather have a positive guy than I think the thing is, how about this? He's genuine. I think Russell is not genuine. Russell tries to sell you that he's this positive thing.
Yeah, no.
But he's not necessarily. He's
guys love him,
a
teammates
commercial.
Love him. He'll do whatever's asked of him. He's a selfless player, perfect to be on a team.
Right. Okay, let's get to the game that you watched that morning. I want to definitely get your thoughts because I got to watch Red Zone, of course, being at work myself. But what do you think of the Kansas City winning 23-20? Give me your big takeaways from it.
Man, the Colts had them. Fourth quarter, I think the Colts had a total of 18 yards on offense, 0 first downs. The Chiefs had 13 first downs, 208 yards of total offense in the fourth quarter. Just shows you that you can't ever go stagnant. I think they thought they had them a little bit and kind of maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit. It sounds like Daniel Jones didn't have a pass in the second half over 20 yards.
They played scared.
Yeah, they played very scared. I saw this one coming. I mean, I was like, please.
Well, we both picked Kansas City, right?
Yeah. Yep. But I was like, please, Colts, come on. And I know, that all the rooting experts, you got to root for the Chiefs for your Broncos fan, for the Colts. No, I want the Chiefs out of this thing. Because it is lining up for them pretty good.
Yeah.
You don't want the Chiefs ever to have confidence or begin on a winning streak. I mean, and it showed you that they're still there. It showed you that they're still there on that fourth quarter. And there was plenty of times for the Colts, all they needed was a field goal. They just would have got, just in the second half, just a few more field goals.
So
there's a field goal here and there, and they,
That's one of the great points that I wanted to make that you just kind of brought up is I applaud the Chiefs for putting points on the board numerous times when they couldn't get in the end zone. Like, they were in the red zone, 3 times, couldn't score, but they kept putting up field goals. And look at comparatively to last week when Detroit didn't put up field goals against the Eagles, and then all of a sudden they're done. But see, if you put a couple field goals in there, look at what the Chiefs do. Hey, we got 9, it's 29, but it's 20-9. It's not 20-3. It's 20 to, it's not 20-6, it's 20-9. All of a sudden, boom, they get a touchdown and a 2-point, and all of a sudden it's a 3-point game. And then all of a sudden, all you need is a field goal.
And you're in Arrowhead.
And boom, and you're in Arrowhead and you're winning. So I applaud the Chiefs for putting points on the board. I know that the analytics day that we live in is like, hey, 4th and goal, we got to go, we got to go.
You again, it was funny seeing the Chiefs coach complain about the officiating.
Yeah, you texted me that. Yeah, that's
because
funny.
It's like, finally, welcome to the rest of the teams you play. And then also, again, they missed defensive pass interference on the Chiefs several times, holding. I will say the refs are calling way more penalties on the Chiefs than I've ever seen, but still, to me, it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
So, I mean, my whole thing is hey, Andy Reid, get in line if you want to complain about the refs. We're all in line trying to complain about the refs, especially because usually it happens in your favor. I mean, here's the last thing I want to say about this game is Colts playing, like I said, they played scared. You're up 20-9. Don't play scared because the big bad Kansas City Chiefs are going to come back. Because if you do that, they are going to come back.
See,
you got to beat them.
This is where I think what's going to hurt them. They're not battle tested. I mean, this is new for them to be doing this good in several years. So they're playing not to lose the game instead of playing to win the game.
I'll tell you this right now. I do not like the Houston and Indianapolis matchup for them the next 2 games. They play Houston twice still. I don't like that matchup for them. I don't really care who's playing quarterback for Houston because I think the Houston defense is legit, like we said. I think the Colts are in real danger of losing the AFC South. Now, if you go out there and beat Houston this weekend, you'll prove me wrong. And then you just punch everybody else in the face. But there was something, there was a fear in the Colts that I didn't see, and that's your battle-testedness that you're kind of talking about. Baltimore beating up on the Jets 23-10. I don't have much to say. I mean, I thought Baltimore would do better. Baltimore is just one of those teams that I think we're all expecting a high offensive output this year. We should stop. It's not happening. They barely, I watched Lamar Jackson back there. He's getting sacked for no reason sometimes.
He's hurt still.
I think something's going on.
Everybody's saying he's hurt. Yeah. I don't got anything either. It's just, again.
I mean, Jets their defense is okay. Tough. Jets are okay, but, I don't know. I just.
All you need to do if you're the Ravens is just get wins. It doesn't matter how you win. Just win ugly. Try to get in the dance.
Green Bay beating up on Minnesota 23-6. That game was on a doubleheader for us. Listen, the main thing I'll tell you is JJ McCarthy is looking pretty bad. And when you draft a quarterback that in a national championship run, he was asked not to throw the ball at all in the second half. That might be kind of the only thing that I can kind of relate to.
There's a lot of fool's gold with him. I will still say this. I will defend a little bit. He got hurt last year, so he didn't get to really practice.
Sure, yeah.
Rookie year last year, he didn't get a practice. They should have re-signed Sam Darnold. It's clear as day.
They should. How about Daniel Jones? Sign Daniel Jones even. Sign one of them.
Yep, one of them. And I think Kevin McConnell thought he was a little more farther ahead, and maybe his football IQ in the practice field and in the film room is really good. But when he gets to the game, he's out of his element. So to me, I'll equate it to you got to give him a little more time. But I would, if I'm the Vikings after this year, I'm still going to try to get a better quarterback.
I would definitely get somebody else to compete with him. And here's the other thing that I got to say that if I'm the Vikings, I would try to ask myself. And I know, but where's the running game? What helps a young quarterback out is running the football. Caleb Williams has looked pretty good this year because the Bears have been one of the best rushing teams over the last. Yep. I mean, the Steelers kind of bubbled up. Yeah, it just runs the football a little bit.
You are.
Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones. I mean, you guys got some guys. It just seems like they're so pass happy because that's and I wonder if it's the ego thing that we talk about with coaches too. Like, no, I passed the
It
ball.
could be
JJ,
too. He could
JJ
be like
can make it pass.
He could be looking at himself going, you know what? We're not going to make it. I'm just going to try to use this as a teaching moment this season with him and pass and just try to get him to speed up the process of learning how to read defense. We're going to go pass heavy. And I know it's going to piss everybody off. That's my conspiracy theory, but probably wrong, but who knows?
The main thing that I think you're wasting a lot of good talent there on that Minnesota team. Their defense isn't horrible. It wasn't the greatest against Green Bay, but of course, when your offense can't do jack crap, I don't blame the Minnesota defense going, well, what are we supposed to do?
I think
here?
You're going to start seeing demanding trades if they don't get an upgraded.
That's the point I was going to say. Justin Jefferson, maybe after next year, will be like, hey, what the heck am I doing here? You know, like,
exactly.
and believe me.
And honestly, if I'm McConnell, like, you know my theory on wide receivers. So
yeah. No, I agree. Like Justin Jefferson is a one of one.
Get a first round for Justin Jefferson. So that's my theory on wide receivers. So
I get what you're saying. I still think Justin Jefferson is one of one, and you put him on like, I mean, could you imagine the Justin Jefferson on the Chiefs? I mean, come on.
Okay.
You know, let's not wish into that into
who
things.
Has won? What Hall of Fame wide receiver has won besides Jerry Rice and Michael Irving? Have won the Super Bowl.
Well, Randy Moss didn't because he got beat by those mighty Giants. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just
telling
saying,
you, like if you can upload your team better, screw it. He's not going to be happy anyways unless they get, I don't know who they would get in there. I don't know.
Well, I would say this. I think the main thing is he's not leaving yet. I think the main point that we're trying to say is, hey, go get another quarterback to compete with JJ, to get JJ going on some things that would be in so many ways make him either better or replace him. That's what I think that's the point we're saying.
Agreed 100%.
Quick hits for the afternoon games. Jacksonville beating Arizona. Ho-hum, not really that crazy for me. Atlanta beating New Orleans. I guess I thought New Orleans would be better. Kirk Cousins looked actually a little solid in that one.
So I think you look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just needed a couple of games to shake off the rust. Shadur Sanders in his debut, 24-10 over the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders promptly fired their offensive coordinator after which
I think is ridiculous. Like
that he's getting the fall for it. Well, he was awful. But yes, I agree with you. That whole team's bad. I don't think Pete Carroll's there next year, by the way, either. I think he's going to just
they're paying Antonio Pierce, Gruden, Josh McDaniels. Gruden may be done now, but they're still paying Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, and now if they fire him, Pete Carroll. So they're paying 3 head coaches next year.
I got to be honest with you,
it's not working, though. I'm with you. I'm with you.
If you're Pete Carroll, are you going to stick around
Crosby,
for it?
I don't know. If I'm Max, I'm like, get me the heck out of here. I don't care who the new head coach is. I don't care who it is coming in here. Get me out of here.
I mean, my problem is this. What would you think? Like, what do you have to build on other than Max Crosby? Geno Smith is obviously not the answer. Kenny Pickett can't even see the field, and you traded for him because I think by now, why don't you just start Pickett? I mean, Ashton Genty. I mean, he's kind of trending in the way of I don't even know what kind of running back it is because they don't even want to give him. They don't even use him.
Right. They don't use him right.
Well, do you think that's going to change now with Chip Kelly going to be out?
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
and maybe that's the thing that gets him going. All right, Shadur.
Shadur. Come on,
I'm tired of this upswing. Okay, he made a couple big plays. Oh yeah. His touchdown was for a 60-yard swing pass to a running back who outran everybody. Let's wait and see when there's another tape on him, and he actually has got to play against a real defense. I think it's 100% the right move for the Browns to start him.
Sure,
I'm just not sold on him, and again his attitude. I cannot handle his attitude.
Right.
And I know some of his stuff. What he's saying, but it's like, man.
Tate, it felt like he was specifically talking to you last night. For all those people those haters out last night, it ain't gonna happen. Listen, yes, hey, good kudos to him. He won his first NFL start.
And he should get the start.
And he
I
should get the
100% agree with that.
and he's going to get the start next. Because if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I'm throwing anything at this thing to probably if he here's the other thing. Does Stefanski want to stay there? I think if I'm somebody like, and I talked about him last year with you, if I'm Stefanski, why don't I go to someplace else and see if I can do better?
I'd want the heck out of the Browns.
I'd want onto the Browns. I mean,
And
put
he can coach.
Stefanski up in Buffalo. Maybe that would be better. I don't know. I mean, something.
I don't.
Yeah,
he gets handled.
Because he's actually built that Browns team like up twice to be a competitor.
I know.
And of course, but I digress. Listen, Shadur, congratulations. Keep it running. Everybody's rooting for you to either do well or fail. It doesn't matter. Welcome to the NFL. Because here, if you have a really bad game, then you'll just fall into the old trap of, okay, here we go again. Philadelphia losing to Dallas was a disappointment for all of us, especially when. I mean, you texted me. You're like, "Hey, great, we get to watch Dallas get beat down here." It was
I know. I was
21-0.
pumped. It's 21-0. I'm like, here we go.
Hey, and you know what?
Of course, there's no double head.
No other game. No other game when Dallas is on.
I got to put on the goddamn Cowboys.
Yep, we got to do it.
I was just loving it. 21-0, and I don't know what the heck. I mean, I think it was a classic example of. All right, we're just going to let off the gas. We got this one beat.
Did you?
Eagles aren't running the ball good at all right now. Man, I don't know. Eagles are one of those teams too. They only got 3 losses.
So, couple things that I think about with this is, did you hear about that report last week that I think it was Dave Dunning put out about he's an Eagles beat reporter. Beat reporter for the Eagles, and he talked about that the coaching staff and the players, they all practice all week, and they all have what they want Jalen Hurts to do. They all go, and they go, Jalen's like, yep, I'm going to go do that. And then when they get to the game time, Jalen does something completely different. Jalen misses, doesn't throw it to the open guys. Jalen does what Jalen wants to do, is basically the kind of summarizing it a little bit, or if I can, I'm not trying to take anything away from it. And this has been kind of boiling here for a while. Chris Sims has talked about it for a while, and I've listened to him, and he's kind of hit on it. He goes, hey man, I keep hearing that the things that are wrong with the Philadelphia Eagles offense and why people are frustrated is because Jalen Hurts keeps a clamp down on it, doesn't like a lot of changes, doesn't like to install a lot of things, wants to run an easy type of system. And I think that, AJ Brown gets loud and squeaky and he throws a touchdown to him at 100 yards. You guys still lost the game. The main thing is, I think the Eagles offense is not going to be enough to carry this Eagles defense. That's it. And, Dallas, of course, now, here's the other thing, too. I just thought of this. I meant to text you yesterday. So we had Dallas on the Monday night game. We have Dallas standalone game in the afternoon. We got Dallas on Thanksgiving. And I think shortly after that, I think Dallas is on like a Sunday night game or something. I'm like, my God, 4 straight weeks they get a standalone spot.
They always do. It's not 4 straight weeks. It's every week. There's never a double, like on a Sunday. There's never, they're playing in the morning or the afternoon.
Yeah, and everybody in the country gets them. Yeah.
Everybody in the country gets a Cowboys game.
Well,
it doesn't matter if it's the 11 or 2 for me, Mountain Time, 11 or 2 o'clock. It's always a Cowboys game. And no other, and thank God I got Red Zone, but no other teams will be a doubleheader against them. And then they got a Thursday night. Then they get a Sunday night. Then they get a Monday night. Then they get... It's every week. It's 17 weeks a year with them.
And
that's why I was telling you last week, please let's boat race these guys and get the big wigs to be like, all right, enough of the Cowboys. People are tired.
Yeah. But again, here's the problem. Then they go and win an exciting game.
Way better game to do is the standalone game. I mean, the Bears and the Steelers, better. I mean, come on.
I mean, my thing is this. The problem with Dallas being on all the time, especially if they keep winning these freaking exciting games, they're not going anywhere. And that's just the thing.
No.
Is Dallas for real to get into the NFC playoffs?
No.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
I don't think so. They've done this a few times this year.
Right.
What are they? 5-1 now. 5-1.
Dallas. I think they're actually a little bit better than that. Fill the time for a sec. I'll get it for you.
But anyways, so they've had a couple big wins.
I'm sorry, you were right. 5-1. I thought they were 6-4-1. 5-5-1.
Okay, they tied with the Packers because they lost a whole bunch of money in that. I'm just telling you, they'll do this, and they're at home. It's a division rival. They're an NFL team. They got a good offense.
Dak Prescott is unbelievable at home against NFC East opponents. I think he's like one shy away from like the record.
The Eagles had them, and they took their foot off, and whatever the heck happened second half. So. Yep.
Well, I think the main thing that you see in this, and I've heard Mike Florio talk about it and other people talk about it, but there a lot of teams when they're even down 21-0, they're like, whatever, that's 3 scores, let's go.
Oh yeah,
like everybody, like it used to just be only the good teams. Now all these teams are like, screw it, just throw it at it.
This isn't this year. This is every year, man.
Yeah,
if you're
I've just seen a lot more
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, come back and stuff a lot more. I would say the last couple years you started to see the trend where teams are really fighting back.
It's
like all of a sudden,
too. Let's be honest.
Well, refs too. Let's be honest too.
The refs, the crappy football because nobody can practice and perfect their art, their craft. Honestly, it's still the NFL. It's still on, but 10 years ago was way better football than what we're watching right now. I'm telling you.
Well,
5 years ago, better.
And I think that there's just been too much things that have been factors in it. The talent pool is extremely. There's a lot. I think the coaching has gone from very good to where we're also giving these young coordinators that don't necessarily know how to coach chances. Because there's a learning curve. Let's just be honest. Who's the hot coordinator right now? Probably Clint Kubiak. Would you say Clint Kubiak's probably the top one of the top ones, right?
VJ for the Broncos.
VJ, really okay, he's been it before, so maybe he needs a second chance.
Head coaching job, yeah.
But my thing is this: these guys don't necessarily know how to head coach. I think the coaching has changed. I think that you've seen where, because of the ways that they can practice, because of the things that the hoops that they have to jump through to keep the guys happy on the team, I just think that you've seen that the football has gotten sloppy. And then
too is the college doesn't, because they can't practice either, so they can't develop like they used to be able to.
Well,
and then with the NIL, the transfer stuff, they go from this coach to this coach to this coach. There's no consistency, so they can't develop their craft unless you're a player who stays with the same team,
right?
There's no consistency. So it's a product, in my opinion, it's a product of, it starts at college. Yeah. College is no rules in college right now. They can do whatever the hell they want. There's no structure. Probably 5 years from now, they'll finally figure it out. And then you get into, you can't practice. Then you got people who are calling plays who have no business calling plays.
Yeah.
And let's face it, practice. They don't practice. It's a walkthrough. Everything's a walk.
Well, let's be honest too, Tate. In college, there's 2 different kinds of offenses or plans or whatever. There's the people that stare at the sideline and look at the pictures of a screwball and a picture of the college game day set and and then there's guys that actually run pro style offices so that they actually are trying to make some ways. It's so crazy because what they're trying to pull from a lot of people in college are just, hey, I'm telling you to just do one thing, and then in the pros they're supposed to.
I'm looking at Ohio State. Guys from Ohio State, Matt Patricia's their D coordinator. He's running a pro style defense.
Yep,
those are guys I'm picking.
And by the way, one of the best defenses that you've seen in college football in some time. I know we're on a college football thing here, but one of the better defenses that's been around for a while. Let's pull back. Let's go back to the Rams beating up on Tampa Bay. Man, felt bad for Baker going out in the second half. And I'll be honest with you, if he really hurt his shoulder that bad that he can't play this week, I don't see him playing next week either. It's
like I said, I think the Bucs are kind of on a trend down, but I still think they may trend up and sneak in. It's just a lot of injuries. Hell, they've had a tough schedule too.
Yeah,
they're not playing any cupcakes this year.
No, not at all. And I'll be honest with you though too. The Rams
every week with them.
Rams are for real, man.
Nakua. And the Rams right now complete. They're the best team, top to bottom.
Stafford's playing out of his mind.
He's out of is mine. Their defense is good. They got a running game. Like everything is just boom, 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 that way. Right now, they're the best team. It's not even a question.
Throws that no look pass in the red zone more often, and it fakes everybody out because nobody knows it where it's going. Rams are definitely absolutely the most complete team. I think that if anybody picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl, I know I didn't, but like I think I'd be feeling pretty dang good because they definitely look like a class of the NFC. All right, let's talk about the pick tonight. I think Carolina, San Francisco. I had San Francisco. I had San Francisco -7. I had the over 47.5. I think Carolina will score some points. And then let's roll right into it. Week 13. The P's with PJ and Tate. Let's give our picks. Let's talk about what we got. Thursday games. Green Bay versus Detroit. Tate, who do you like in that one?
I got the Lions bouncing back. It's do or die for them right now. I'm not saying there's something messing with them. I just have a feeling more than anything. I got the Lions covering and then an under.
Okay, here's the biggest key for me. Lions has finally figured out Jahmyr Gibbs. He busted 2 or 3 60-yard runs for touchdowns yesterday. He's unbelievable. The health of him being healthy and running well, and the unhealthiness of Josh Jacobs. I know Emmanuel Wilson did well for Green Bay. Detroit's going to be a little different. They're going to apply a little bit more pressure to you. Green Bay's offense still has too many holes for me. I'm picking Detroit. Detroit minus the 2.5, and I'll go over 48.5. Kansas City, Dallas. Oh, we get to talk about Kansas City, Dallas. Oh, wow. It was a long time.
Great. We get it. We got to watch the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I'm glad I'm at work.
Who do you like, though? Come on.
You know what? I hate to say this because you know how much I love the Cowboys. I'm rooting for the Cowboys because it's the Chiefs.
But so you're picking Dallas?
No, I'm picking the Chiefs, and I'm picking the Chiefs to cover and an under. But I'm rooting for the Cowboys, and I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm doing it because of the Broncos. Sure, only for the Broncos' sake.
Okay, fair enough. Better wear your Broncos stuff. I got the Kansas City Chiefs too. Kansas City minus 3.5, under 52.5. Dallas, big win against Philly. Feels like, I know it's Thanksgiving, Dallas, but man, Kansas City, they don't care where they play. They don't play where they play.
Kansas City's got more to lose than the Cowboys.
Yeah,
let's face it.
And that's my thought. I got the under 52.5 as well. I can't remember if I mentioned Cincinnati versus Baltimore that night. Joe Burrow's coming back. What do you think?
I got the Ravens still, and I got the Bengals covering.
Yeah,
and then I got an under. Yep.
Same thing. Same thoughts.
I think Burrow's going to have a little bit of rust on him, and like I said, the Ravens just got to squeak out wins. Doesn't matter how you win, just win.
Bengals are a sneaky cover lately. I think they're going to get a bump from Burrow being back. By the way, also, let's be honest, Baltimore sucks at covering any spread, by the way, too, folks. They are a kiss of death when they get any kind of big spread. So, no, especially a game at home for Baltimore, which should be usually a little bit better. Chicago, Black Friday, visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Tate, do you still ride the Bears to victory?
I don't.
Yeah, I get it.
I want him to. I do. I'm rooting for him, but I just think it's in Philly after that game. Philly's, they're 8-3. They're still in a very good spot. I just think it's going to be too much for the Bears, and I hope I'm wrong. But I got the Bears
covered.
I got the Bears covering, and I got an over of 44.5.
I'm basically the same, folks. I am fully drinking the Kool-Aid. I am fully of Bears, orange and blue all the way. I got the Bears covering. I think the Bears can win this game. I just think that I don't know the health of everybody yet. Supposedly Jalen Johnson's back. Supposedly Kyler Gordon's back. But man, if we don't have these linebackers against the Eagles, I think they're going to exploit it a little bit better than Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. But I will take the Bears to cover because the Bears are a sneaky cover at +7. Houston versus Indy. All right, here we go. We talked incessantly about Houston. What are your thoughts?
I have talked a lot about Houston. However, they're in the Colts. They're in Indy. I think the Colts are going to have some fire after that game.
Okay.
Got away from them to close like a very good football team. I got the Colts. I got the Texans covering in and over. Could be wrong. I could see the Texans pulling this out too, but I think the Colts are going to fight back good.
If the Colts run the football with Jonathan Taylor and keep Daniel Jones, simple decisions, I think they'll win the game. But unfortunately,
eventually Daniel Jones is going to have to do like
he's going to have
Daniel
to do
Jones
something
in the beginning of the year. He's going to have to start if they want to get to where they need to go. He's going to have to start playing a little bit better.
I'll be honest with you. I was so close to picking the Colts, but I'm going to ride the hot defense right now. I'm going to go Houston. Nice. Houston plus 4.5 and under 44.5. Houston's just been keeping. This could be the part to where the Colts get shaky, right? Like, hey, we won a bunch of games, and now all of a sudden the wheels start wobbling, and we start going the other way. Another AFC South matchup: Jacksonville versus the Tennessee Titans. I'll lead on this one. I have Jacksonville, Tennessee covering the plus 6.5 at home and over 42.5, and that's all I have to say about anything. I don't know. All I have to say is
I got the Jags cover. Yeah. With the spread and the over. I don't even care.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's not what we're not. It's not like we don't care. It's just Tennessee is really just nothing to talk about.
I'll be honest. I don't care.
New Orleans versus Miami. Another one that we probably is really high up in our hearts. Miami minus 6 and under 41.5.
I got the over, but yep.
San Francisco versus Cleveland. I like San Francisco lately. I know, and I think Kyle Shanahan would like to go back to Cleveland and probably take care of some business like he's done before.
I'm gonna tell you this: the Niners are gonna exploit freaking Shedeur with the coordinator again, Solomon.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, Robert Solomon. They're gonna just throw stuff at Shedeur that Shedeur has no idea what to do. He's gonna get sacked like 4 times. It'll
be interesting.
Welcome to a big boy team, Shedeur.
I did have Cleveland covering in this one, and the 6 at least. I think they'll keep it a little close. Their defense is a little bit better. I could be wrong. Over 39.5. Rams going to Carolina. Sorry, Carolina. You had to draw, but I will say the 10's a lot at home, so I'll say Carolina will cover the 10.
I got that too.
Under 45.5. Yep. Atlanta versus the New York Jets. I mean, guys, what are these slates of games for this weekend? Man, these games stink. Especially, Sunday morning, I'm not even excited to watch any of these things.
No.
Atlanta, I guess. Atlanta minus 2.5 over under 39. I don't know. I don't know what Kirk Cousins is.
I got the over, but I got Atlanta. I just think Kurt's gonna
take care of business.
Kurt's got some to show that he
can Atlanta still. Do you think Atlanta can get their act together to try to make some noise in the NFC South? Yeah, I don't think so.
They're just if they had a different head coach, they could, but not with their coach. They're 4-7. No, they dug themselves too deep of a hole. But I think you're gonna see Kurt show that he's got a little bit of football left.
Visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I would have been Tampa all the way, but I don't like what happened with Baker. I have to lean Arizona on this one. I do. I'm sorry to say, because I don't know what Teddy Bridgewater looked lost back there.
As old as.
I'm sorry.
I still got the Bucs winning. And the Bucs
I hate to say it. Arizona, I know they play tougher at home, but Arizona plus 2.5 over 44.5. Now, if Baker Mayfield's playing completely the other way, folks, throw all that away and go give me Tampa. Yep. Minnesota visiting Seattle. Well, boy, by the way, Kevin O'Connell, you get reminded right away of how good Sam Darnold was. This is not looking good for Minnesota for me. Seattle minus 10.5 over 41.5.
I got the under, but yep.
Okay. Chargers visiting the Las Vegas Raiders visiting the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yep. Chargers.
Over. Chargers minus 10. I've got the under 41.5. I'm sorry. I don't know what they're doing in Las Vegas. I'm surprised that they even put up 10 points in that game yesterday, and I don't even know why I picked them. I'm out of my mind. Buffalo versus Pittsburgh. That's actually one of the only games that looks decent on the slot. I will say that because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is playing this game either, folks. It's Mason Rudolph still. Buffalo back against the wall. Buffalo minus 3.5 over 47.5.
Yeah, I got the Bills winning, but I got the Steelers somehow covering because they're at home.
Okay,
an under.
And I don't mind that. Okay. Oh. Well, look at what we have here Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
Did we skip something? Did we skip a game?
No, we're good.
No, Denver versus Washington Commanders.
I would say I'd be a little, even though it's still the Commanders, they're kind of a train wreck. I got the Broncos. Broncos covering the spread, 6.5 is what I got, and then the over. I think bye week. I think they're going to be a little fine-tuned. I know they're traveling to the East Coast, which historically for all the Denver teams, they never play good on the East Coast, but it is a Sunday night, so an early game.
Yeah. Both of you guys are coming off
I think the
buys.
only problem the Broncos got, and I've been hearing it everywhere, they tried to get that Texans running back on waivers, and he turned down the Bears, the Broncos, the Eagles, and maybe the Rams, and went to the Chiefs. That was a big topic because there's no Bronco talk. But the Broncos got to figure out their running back situation. I just, with losing JK, I think Harvey can. He's just a rookie. He doesn't know how to hit the hole yet, but I think he can develop it if Sean Payton lets him get in a rhythm, but we know that's not going to happen. But I think you're going to see a Broncos offense. This is my prediction since the bye week, and there's been enough out there now that I think you're going to start seeing the Broncos offense roll a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be completely freaking better, but I think you're going to see a little less penalties, the delay of games, the offsides, and then like the formation stuff stop. And I think you're just going to see a cleaner offense now. So I think being all optimistic.
I think the bye week came at the right time for you. I know Washington's coming off the bye.
We get Patrick Surtain back too.
You get Patrick Surtain back. I think that this offense can have a week to kind of take a deep breath. Listen, the Commanders are not that good. Marcus Mariota is still the quarterback. I think that the Broncos defense is going to crush.
I think there's going to be a sense of
it's going to. I got Denver minus 6.5.
After 9-2, but I'll tell you this: there's going to be a sense of urgency right now because nobody wants to come to Denver and play. And I'm telling you, with the Chiefs right now, it's wide open. It's wide open. The Colts lost. I think they're going to have a sense of urgency. It's like we need to keep winning.
Yeah, because this is when
I still think they're going to lose. I still think they're going to lose a few games, but I think you're going to see a lot more sense of urgency with them.
Yeah. New York Giants visiting the New England Patriots. I like the Patriots, but I like the Giants to cover. They're sneaky, plus 7.5, over 46.5.
And I got the under. Same thing.
All right, folks, that is it for us for this week. Don't forget, so we are on Spotify, Just a Couple Guys Talking Football. We are also on YouTube. We have our own channel on YouTube now. Just a Couple Guys Talking Football. Go ahead and like and subscribe to all. But other than that, we are out.
Awesome. Have a good one, folks. Sorry about